little cinder cone island named Lehua. That one's uninhabited. And on the left, the larger island is Ni'ihau. A small population of fewer than 200 lives there. That is a privately owned island, belonging to the same family that owns such a large part of Kauai, the Robinson family. The residents of Ni'ihau can come and go from there as they choose, while the rest of us are not allowed to set foot on that island. So you may hear some refer to Ni'ihau as the Forbidden Island.
For me and you, and I think to myself,
how do they get their food and drink over there?
They grow it and they graze it themselves, for the most part.
glassy skies of
My understanding is they're kind of subsistence living over there.
and the brightness of
And I imagine that they bring some stuff in by boat. Like most people, you know, pretty easy to get what you need nowadays. It's called FedEx, I guess.
the colors of the rainbow. So
Having traversed the better part of the south side of the island, now we're hopping up and over to the northwest side, skirting by some military airspace on the way. So you see at your left front, white domes, that's military radar, tracking devices over there, part of the Pacific Missile Range facility. And out in front of us lies the Nepali coast. Nepali is the reason you cannot drive the circumference of the island. Nepali is Hawaiian for the cliffs.
then we'll
Yeah, no fancy name required, I guess, when the cliffs are as beautiful and as memorable as these.
what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
So here we go. Welcome to Nepali, everyone. Several beautiful valleys are found along Nepali. This one's called Honopu. This valley is very sacred. It's an ancient Hawaiian burial ground, reserved for the highest-ranking Kauai chiefs, the Ali'i. This is Kauai's Valley of the Kings. Down at your 2 o'clock low, we see Kalalau Beach. That's the end of the line of the most famous hike in the Hawaiian Islands, the Kalalau Trail. It's a 22-mile round-trip hike to get there. You gotta really want it. Above that beach, at your 3 o'clock high, we have the cathedrals. A dense cluster of jagged, fluted cliffs that remind people of the flying buttresses coming off the sides of famous cathedrals in Europe. This is Kalalau Valley. It's the largest of the Nepali Coast valleys. And today this is state land. This is part of Nepali State Park. So you can hike here and you can camp here. You can also see this valley from above. There are a couple of scenic overlooks up on top. You get to the overlooks by visiting Waimea Canyon and driving the access road through the Waimea Canyon Area State Parks as far as that road will take you. It's a long and winding drive that ends above us. Terrific views from the overlooks as long as they're not in the clouds or above the clouds that can often form in the back of the valley.
Scott, do you see any wildlife around these areas here? I don't see any deer or anything.
Sometimes you can spot goats on these fluted cliffs. Of course, birds. Hopefully we won't get too close to looking at any of the birds, right? And this time of year, sometimes we'll spot humpback whales in the ocean. So once again, fluted cliffs is the term used to describe this amazing topography. And the fluted cliffs are the result of a somewhat magical combination of the elements breaking this area down. The wind, the rain, erosion, landslides, and the ocean pounding away and undercutting the flanks. Hiking the entire Kalalau Trail is a major commitment. For most, it's a multi-day hike involving camping. 22 miles round trip, as I mentioned earlier. But you don't have to hike the whole thing. A lot of people just enjoy hiking the first leg, which you see ahead of you. There's a beach on the point. That's KA. That's where the trail begins. And then down at your 2 o'clock, there is Hanakapiai. Beach and valley. And that's a great turnaround point for a shorter hike up here. 2 miles separate those two beaches. So it's about a 4-mile round trip hike. For most, that takes maybe 3 hours.